Good morning friends, welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss about pointer arithmetic in detail. So I request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. Let me take an integer array, okay, whose name is A and size is 5. Now what is meant by an array? Array is a variable which can able to store a collection of elements. So as I have created an integer array, it can able to store only integer constants, collection of integer constants. Now how many integer constants it can store? It can store 5 because the size of this array we have specified as 5. So all the elements will be stored in contiguous memory locations because the array index will start from 0 and it will go up to size minus 1. Here the size is 5, so it will go up to 4. Okay, is it clear? Now I have declared a integer pointer called p. Now what is meant by pointer? Pointer is a variable which can store the address of another variable. As it is an integer pointer, it can store the address of another integer variable. Now my question is that I want to assign the base address of this array A, okay, or the 0th index address I want to specify. Suppose let's take that this is 100. The base address is 100. Now let's take that you are using a 32-bit compiler. Can you tell me what is the size of an integer will be there in a 32-bit compiler? It will be 4 bytes. If you are using a 16-bit compiler, the size will be 2 bytes. So let's take that I am compiling in a 32-bit compiler. Then one integer will occupy 4 bytes. So the next memory location will be 104, 108, 1112 and 116. Is it clear? Because the first value will store from 100th byte to 103 byte and the next value will be stored from 104th byte to 107 byte, like this. Is it clear? Now I want to have the address of this A of 0. Okay. Then what is the way? I can write P is equal to ampersand A of 0. Because we know that A of 0 will give you the value which is there in the 0th index. If I use the ampersand A of 0 will give me the address of the index 0 which is 100. That I am assigning to the variable P. So in a variable P will have the address called 100. Let's take that this variable is in some 1000 location. Okay, well and good. Now you can ask me one thing, sir, is this only way I can give the base address of the array A? Is there any other way? Yes, there is another way. If you just use the name of the array, also will give the base address. So I can write P is equal to A. This is also valid. You can give the base address of the array like this, or you can use like this, P is equal to ampersand A of 0. Both will give the base address of the array A. Now my question is that I have written a statement called P is equal to P plus 3. What will happen? I am doing an arithmetic operation on the pointer. Now look at this one. What is the P will consist of? If I write P will give you the value which is there in the variable P. What is the value is there? Base address of the array A, which is 100. Okay, good. If I write ampersand P will give you the address of this variable P which is 1000. Okay, well and good. Now lot of students will think, sir, you said P is equal to P plus 3 and even you inform that P is equal to 100. So people will say that, sir, 100 plus 3 which is equal to 103. So 103 value will be stored in this variable P. That is what lot of students will think because they know that, sir, 100 plus 3 is 103 only. So what is wrong? Why you are giving such expression? That's what some people who are watching this video may think, but it is wrong. Is it clear? Whenever the answer is wrong, then only I will give this expression. Okay, those who are regularly watching my videos, they can understand it. Now please listen. Then you can ask me, sir, 100 plus 3 is not 103, then what it is? Okay, now listen carefully. This 100 is what is a address because this is not a value. Please remember this one. This 100 is what? Is an address. Why I am saying it is an address? Because it is a pointer variable. So always the pointer variable will store the address of some other variable. So whenever you are performing an addition to the address Okay, then it will be, you should not only add this 3, you should know the size of this variable. What is the size of this variable? Because it is an integer variable, as you are using a 32-bit compiler, each one will occupy 4 bytes. So you have to perform multiplication with 4. Is it clear? So 100 plus 3 into 4, which is equal to 100 plus 12, which is nothing but 1112. So 1112 address will be stored in the variable p. So this is what the point I want to specify. Now this pointer p will be pointing to this value which is there in the a of 3. Is it clear? What is the a of 3 address? Is 112, so it is pointing. So this is indirectly pointing to this one. Now if I write star p, suppose let's take that values are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now can you tell me, if I write dereference operator and the name of the pointer, what value will give? What is the value which is there in the 1112 address location? Value 40 is there. So value 40 will be displayed as an output. Okay, is it clear? Now I have one more point. Now p is having the address is 1112. Now if I write a statement called p is equal to p minus 2. Now what is the address will be there in this variable p? By this time you can easily search. So p is consists of 112 and it is an integer array. So you need to keep 2 into 4 because you are using a 32-bit compiler. So 112 minus 8, which is equal to 104. Done. So the 104 value will be there, or the 104 address will be there. So now this pointer is pointing to this one. Am I right? If I write star p now, the value will come as 20. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? Now let me discuss few more points also. So I hope till now you have understood the concept. Okay. Now let's take that. I have taken another integer pointer which is some x. Okay, is it clear? Now I am writing x is equal to ampersand of a of 4. Can you tell me what is the address will be there in this variable x? Now let's take that this is in 2000 location, some 2000 location byte. Now a of 4, ampersand a of 4, which is 116. So 116 address will be stored here. Now p is having the value 104, x is having the address is 116. Good. Now if I write a statement called x minus p, is it valid or invalid? Am I right? That is what your question will be. X minus p, x is having 116, p is having 104. So we are doing 116 minus 104, which will give 12. That is what people may think. Am I right? Is it clear, sir? 116 minus 104 is valid because we are subtracting. That is valid. Okay, I agree. If it is valid, people will say that it will give the value 12. Now this is wrong, but I will say that this is valid. You can subtract the address from another address. That is valid, but I will not say that this is 12. Sorry, again you are confusing, sir. 116 minus 104 is 12 only. Why you are saying it is wrong? Again, let me discuss for you. Now look at this one. Now this 116 and 104 are not the values. If they are values, I will accept that it is 12, the difference. But these are the address, okay? So 116 is an address and 104 is an address. Now what is the size of an integer? Because these are the sizes are not sizes, the address of an integer variable. So you have to divide by size of an integer variable. If these are the address of some character variable, then you have to divide by 1 byte because character will occupy 1 byte, whether it is a 16-bit compiler or 32-bit compiler. So which is nothing but 12 by 4, which is equal to 3. So this is what the technical difference we will say. The technical difference will give the value as 3, not 12. Okay, I request you to try these kind of things in your computer and check whether I am right or wrong. Okay, is it clear? So subtraction is allowed between the addresses. Okay, are you able to understand? Now I have one more question for you. Can I do x plus p? Is my question. What is the x? X is an address and p is an address. Can we do the addition between the two addresses? This is not allowed. Is it clear? Why it is not allowed is, suppose let's take that 116 is there and 104 is there. When I am performing, it will give some value. How much value it will give? 220 value will give. But whether the 220th memory location is there in your memory or not, people does not know. So that's why people will say that don't perform the addition between the two addresses, but you can perform the subtraction. Similarly, you cannot perform x into p. This is also not allowed. Even you can not perform x by d, means you cannot perform addition, multiplication, division and modulus on the addresses of the pointers. Is it clear? Now I have one more question. Sir, can I do x plus plus? Is it allowed or not? Or instead of x plus plus, let me write x minus minus. Is it valid or invalid? Look at it. What is x minus minus? X minus minus is nothing but x is equal to x minus 1. Okay. Now look at here. X is consists of what value? 116. Minus 1 is what? You no need to do minus 1. You have to multiply this 1 with the size of that variable. As you are using a 32-bit compiler and it is an integer variable, so you need to multiply by 4, so which is nothing but 112. This is valid. Similarly, you have a p and you are writing p plus plus. Is it valid or invalid? It is also valid, because p plus plus is nothing but p is equal to p plus 1, which is nothing but 104 plus 1 into 4, which is equal to 108. So the increment and decrement and subtraction are the operators are allowed on the addresses, and the remaining arithmetic operators such as addition, multiplication, division and modulus are not allowed. I request you to write these points. Okay, is it clear? Now I have one more question for you. Can I do, okay, let me use the red marker, star p plus star x. Is it valid or invalid? What is the star p? This is the dereference operator, which is nothing but 104. In address, what is the value? Is there 20? Am I right? Plus, again the star x is a dereference operator. So what is the x consists of? Address 116. So in 116 address, what value is there? 50. So 20 plus 50, which is 70. This is valid. Okay, are you understanding it or not? So you can do the addition or other arithmetic operators such as subtraction, multiplication, division on the values. That is allowed. Let me discuss another example. You have star x minus star p you want to do. Now what is star x will give? Star x is nothing but a dereference operator. So look at like this. If you want better explanation, let me give. You have a dereference operator and you have x. What is the value is there? 116 is the address. Okay, minus star. What is the address is there in the pointer p? 104. So it will go to the 116 location. What is the value is there? 50. So that value will come here, 50 minus, in 104 what is the value is there? 20. So 50 minus 20, 30. So this will give you the value 30. So similarly you can perform multiplication. Okay, you can perform the multiplication, you can perform the division and you can perform the modulus. Are you able to understand it or not? But when you are performing the division, look at this point. You are writing star x, okay, division star p. Now what will happen is that when we discussed about the comments, we have discussed that we have single line comment and multiple line comments will be there. If it is a single line comment, we will write backslash backslash and whatever the comment is there we will write. If it is a multi-line comment, we will write backslash star and we will write multiple comments and then we will end. Now when it coming like this, okay, division and star, then it will thinks that it is a comment. So that's why to avoid that one, you please write like this. Then whatever the value is there in the address location of 116 by whatever the value is there in the address location of P, so 10420, that will be performed division. So that's why better you write like this. Okay, so these are allowed, means the values in the memory location, not the addresses. The address is 104, value meaning is that in this 104 location, whatever the value is there, that value, we can perform all the arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, all these things. But on the addresses, except subtraction and increment and decrement, like post increment and post decrement, we cannot perform other operations such as multiplication, division, addition, all these things. So I hope you have understood about the pointer arithmetic. If you still have any doubts related to this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.